is I could experience. I did a book on POWs of World War II one time, and the men could only tell their stories with fellow POWs because no one else could understand.
Yeah.
And when people get together and they do this, they get so close so fast because it's such a crucial, enlightening moment of their lives.
Exactly.
And those people are there and they understand them.
The other thing that I notice that people are going through is they're tapping into these very deep and oftentimes painful stories of loss, of grief, of losing children, their husband, what have you. People, they're very close, and they haven't really been able to express the depth of the feeling that those losses incurred. And here they're doing it both privately and, if you will, publicly, like you're saying, in the context of the group. It's really powerful. It's like a sacred event, quite honestly, Tom. It really
is. It's like a full life sweat lodge.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I feel so
without all the perspiration.
Without perspiration and smoke.
Yeah.
I feel so honored to be a part of that. I don't feel I deserve to be a part of something so sacred, and
we'll work on that. We can do something for
seriously,
you.
I don't see myself in such a great light, and I'm lucky that I am. This week we
use TV for healing too.
Do you?
Oh, definitely.
This week we had 3 ladies here that had lost their children in tragic ways, and I individually interviewed every person for this retreat so I could make sure that it was right for them and vice versa. And this retreat was the first one I ever sat back and watched come together student by student.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really amazing. And when these ladies called and told me their stories, I saw them in my mind coming together. And each one of them has a specific talent and level of enlightenment. And I think the 3 of them are going to be extremely powerful as a group to help other people heal their lives from this point forward.
Definitely. They say that, losing a child is the most difficult thing that this life has to bring forth, if it brings that, exactly. And what's also interesting is just the profile of the people that you have brought together here are really consummate professionals in their own right.
Yes,
you've got, a psychiatrist here, you've got other kinds of professionals, writers, me, psychotherapist, etc., at large. Right. Really, it's a very interesting group of accomplished individuals who are seasoned professionals, and they saw in what you broadcast in this retreat an opportunity to really go deep inside themselves and be supported by a midwife and come to another place and actually be able to accomplish a worldly goal while simultaneously completing a spiritual goal.
Yeah, I think...
Does that make sense to you?
Absolute sense. And you put it so well. I feel that the reason people that are so accomplished end up on my retreats
Luminous 1, Sedona, Arizona.
And Luminous, what inspired you to come to this retreat?
For me, it's mostly timing. Something that I've been writing for a long time, and it turned out that this retreat came forward. It's in a short span of time, which really works for me in my life, and I'm just ready to go ahead and get things rolling. This is my year to do that. I wrote that down, so I found the perfect vehicle, I think.
Wonderful. Mm-hmm. Do you have any fears associated with writing?
I have fears associated with not writing, I would say.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And has any particular book been visiting you? And if it has, in what way is it showing up?
Well, visiting me, I have a lot of books inside of me. So I have a lot that are written, partially written, fully written, and it's just a time of completion. So books are always visiting me. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So Luminous, we are at the conclusion of this 8 days. How do you feel?
Well, I feel great about having completed. I feel a little sad about having to depart from the group, even though when I got here I couldn't figure out how I would ever be able to do 8 days, given the other things going on in my life. But now, such a beautiful energy occurred in that room with those people, and and I didn't get to connect with every single person. So I'm feeling like, oh, 8 days was really too fast now. A reversal.
Exactly. So is this something that you would recommend to others? Is this something that
Oh yeah, I've
you would
already.
do again?
Oh yeah, I've started to recommend it to others. I mean, I'm probably, well, I don't know. I'd have to think about that because I know many, many people. But I'm usually the person that, you know, when I tell my friends, well, what do you? I'm in a writing retreat, and then one friend leaves a message and says, well, I don't know what you're writing about now, but I know you'll get out of there. So, you know, I will recommend it to everyone, and I have started to do that because as a person who has been writing all my life, but even more seriously for the last 25 years, so many things were clarified and resolved for me as a writer in this process that despite all the books and workshops and all the things that I've done, the way this is synthesized is just unmatchable. You know, it's just, it just gets it done. I mean, I've spent years in writing books. So I would definitely recommend it, yes.
Beautiful.
I think you have to be ready, though.
And if not, get ready.
Get ready, yeah.
Thanks so much, Luminous.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, my name is Rhea Maceras, and I live here in beautiful Sedona. I've been here for almost 10 years now, and I love it.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So what has inspired you to come to this retreat?
Life. I have been in the process of birthing a book, and then I received an email the morning that I was anticipating something was coming for the workshop. I felt something was coming to explore my creativity and my writing, and I opened up the email and I knew it was it. That was it. I explored it, but I just knew that was enough for me. And
so you do feel that a book's been coming to you for a long time or recently?
I've been actually writing it for perhaps 2 years, although I've felt it for longer. It comes out through my creativity and my art as well.
Do you get a sense that that's the book that's going to be written, or is there something that you don't know about that's going to come through during this 8 days?
I'm completely open to whatever it is, and it could be very different, and I'm open to that as well.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Do you have any fears associated with this writing?
I do. I think it's the genuine curiosity and mystery of what's coming, and then the excitement, and yes, there's a little fear in there, sure.
Are you confident that it's going to happen in 8 days?
I do feel that for some unknown reason. Not quite sure exactly why. Not a conscious thing, but a feeling, yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Rhea Maceras.
Hi, Rhea. So I understand you just finished your book?
I did.
Wow. When did you do that?
Actually, I thought I was finished yesterday, and Tom looked into my eyes and determined I wasn't quite finished. So that took me on a little personal journey to look within and find my real ending.
And
which
you
I
did?
Which I did.
Great.
Yes.
And so how do you feel about that?
I feel so relieved, and I feel a big shift of a transformation. Not only the book is kind of like a side piece at this point. The transformation is within me, and I'm finding new parts of myself and my power in new ways.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, how long did it take you to complete?
1, 2, perhaps 3 days. Yeah.
That's fabulous. And is this the book that you intended to write when you first came here?
Partially, yes. I had a little bit of an inkling as to where it was going, but it went into new areas and new avenues of greater depth than I even realized.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Mitchell.